allocated accordingly, zones, state, and then to the national. Okay? So that's for dues and obligations. For sponsorships and partnerships, the HOI tribunal, we're having, an AI, So I want to encourage members to help us in soliciting for sponsorship, if at all. Okay. Some of the sponsorships that we have for this year, we have Primo Ogunbadera and Co, surveillance and computer analysis. That's their crew. And then we have Start Service Services also. They are based in Kaduna here, but I think they practice all around Nigeria. And we have Digital Horizon Company Limited also. They were part of our sponsorships. Their address is Alcon Road, opposite Alcon Company, OG Town. They're based in Port Harcourt. Okay? They have Adnasera, aluminum and PVC ceiling products. The address is around Kwado round about Jail, Katina State. And then we also have FG and Co. This company is owned by Sudan Genesis Government. She's based. Okay, I don't see her address here. Okay. Also, our Secretary General of NIS also sponsored us in the course of the YSN HOI. Maybe Sylvia, maybe Angela, Christiana, Etunovo, LSN, FNIS, MD and CEO, GFSH Consults Limited. And also we have sponsorship from Office of the Surveyor General, Nigerian Institution of Surveyors, and Surveyors Council of Nigeria. We also have GSS Nigeria Limited, which is based in Lagos. So these are some of our sponsorships that we got this year as we continue to solicit for more sponsorships and support for individuals like you who can recommend prominent people in the society that we can go to for one form of sponsorship or another. Okay? So we are going to go into state and regional collaborations and conferences. I guess this avenue this state and regional collaboration is going to be interactive. So members that have done one form of activity one form of promotional activity in sensitizing their members in their states, either from the state. Of course, the state is under its own, so they are going to consider states at this point in time. If your state has done one form of activity in empowering the YSN members in the state, you have to do well to raise your hand, and then we'll give you the mic for you to tell us what you've done in your state. Any member from the house here? Or if you are planning to do, or you are looking out to do a kind of inspection in the state. Okay, so zonal chairs, we are going to start alphabetically. Anambra, is there anybody from Anambra here? Okay, let's go to according to zones. Let's start from southeast. Anambra. How about Imo? Imo, do you have a number here? Abia. Abia State, Ebonyi. I think I have my brother. So the maximum. Okay, do you have anything to say with regards to any empowerment seminar to be in your state? Like, huh? Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elebe Emmanuel. I am Sophia. Elebe Emmanuel, I am Sophia.
It's louder.
And in regard to workshops we organize in our state, one of the most demanding workshops we organize is a preparatory workshop, photo workshop that we do annually. We do it yearly to prepare second candidates for a second exam. We have other proposals. But due to some certain constraints, we've not been able to execute those ones. So I will not talk about it for now. So I will only report the ones we do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Studio Maximum. Any other state from Southeast who is present here? Give us a report from the state. Okay. I have the National Treasurer from Enugu.
YSN, we share with you. YSN, my name is Obrefan Nanchi. I'm the National Treasurer, but in this capacity standing, I'm representing the Enugu State Chair, Jeffrey Ndubisi. He was supposed to be here, but something came up just a night to the day we were supposed to start coming, and he couldn't make it. But by the grace of God, there were about 4 delegates from Enugu that came here. Please, can you put your hands together for us? It was 12 hours journey being with you here in Kaduna, and I must say, Kaduna people have been hospitable, people have been welcoming, and the Enugu people are grateful. The YSN Enugu, by the grace of God, we've been doing well. God is helping us. Firstly, we have been receiving full support from the NIS Enugu State branch. When we have programs, when we have conferences, when we have seminars to organize, the state has always supported us. It was in May in Imo, that's in Imo State, that the entire Southeast, including Enugu, convened for our zonal conference. During the conference, we had a lot of resource persons that came around. So the president of SOCON was there. So we will see Wabichi. It was even the DPI, Professor Chukwacha was also there. It was deeply impactful. In September, towards the preparation for SOCON, the YSN Enugu State Bank organized a seminar to prepare candidates from our state for SOCON examination. And the YSN Enugu also led a state delegation to see to it that the NIS Enugu State support the candidates coming from the state for their SOCON. During our last during our last Southeast conference, the state that will host the next zonal conference was zoned to Enugu. So sometime around May next year, the YSN from the whole Southeast will be converging at Enugu for our zonal conference. So overall, Enugu State branch has been keeping with a membership strength of over 200. God is helping us. Thank you very much. And once again, it was nice being interviewed.
Thank you, National Treasurer Sobolofo. We are going to go to the next zone, which is Southwest. Is the Southwest Zonal Chair here? Southwest Zonal Chair. Okay. The National Secretary is going to talk on behalf of the Southwest Zone.
Thank you, the National Chair, and every other member of the school, and the entire Congress. I remain Ayeni Samuel. On behalf of the Southwest Zone, like every other zones, we had various symposiums and online lectures to assist our second candidates for preparing for the second exams. Also, they received numerous support from the state branch too, even for their chips for the second exam. Ekiti State was the only state in the zone who had its own HOI, and Lagos State is currently working on having an event in December. Also, Osun State. We are currently also working in the zone to have a zonal conference, and when we choose a date, it's going to be communicated to the national. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Super Samuel, for your report from Southwest. The next zone is the South-South. Is the South-South Zonal Chair present here with us? South-South Zonal Chair. Okay. Okay, so the Deputy National Chair is going to stand for South-South Zone.
Okay, YSN, we share and we grow. In the South-South, we had the following programs and various states. In Delta State, we had our state HOI or conference in April, and it was wonderful. Then, Akwa Ibom also have the HOI, and they also had election, which brought in Surveyor Ndufreke as the state chair. Then, Delta State had a conference in the month of April. Then also, Akwa State has a conference, HOI, and an election, which brought in Surveyor Ndufreke Utelto as the elected state chair. The second symposium took place also in the same Akwa Ibom State. Then in Cross River State, we also had a conference, and before then, we already had an election, and their state chair is Surveyor Kalita. Second symposium took place there also. The GIS Day, we celebrated it as well. Then in Edo State, we had a conference after the AGM. It was hosted by the former state chair, Sir Joshua. And we also had an election which brought in Sir Andrew, Edo State. They had HOI after the AGM, hosted by the former state chair, Sir Joshua. Then they had an election which brought in Surveyor Andrew Subara as the present state chair of Edo State. Then the state chair of Rivers State just left today. That is on the 1st of June. He has been around from the day one of this HOI. Then in Delta State as well, second symposium took place in Delta State. Then at the zonal platform, there has been a lot of information sharing online and interactions. And I have a report to make in this Congress floor that our zonal chair is not up and doing. Please, in any of your zone, if your zonal chair is not up and doing, better speak up now. In any of your zonal chair is not up and doing, better speak up now. The zonal chair is duplicate within and around the region. So if it's not up and doing, better speak up now. Because we don't like what's going on. This HOI is like Sasi zonal chair, most of them just are lined up. And before, what we normally do before is that the national executive normally pass information directly to the states. But at one time, we said no, we cannot just ignore the zonal chairs. Let's relate with them. Any information that comes to the states, we pass the zonal chairs to them. But we don't discover that the zonal chairs were not doing anything. Like in my own South region, my zonal chair have not set a thing, no program, nothing. I, as DSC, have been organizing the region, which is not supposed to be. We've made complaints over and over again, but nothing was done about it. So, if you have a zonal chair that is not doing well, bring up the matter. Let's see how we can handle it. Thank you.
So, anybody? Okay. In the absence of none, we go to the next zone, which is Northeast. The zonal chair of Northeast, is it present here? Northeast. Any representative from Northeast to give us reports. Okay.
Good evening, House. Permit me to establish a protocol. Myself, Hussein Musa Jeni, National Communication Officer. I was asked to give a breakdown about my zone, Northeast. So, in the absence of my zonal coordinator, I will give you something that I know. First of all, in the northeastern states, the active YSN branches were active. The Yobe State branch, Bauchi State, and that of Gombe State. The Bauchi states were not present in this HOI, so also Gombe State. I represent my states in this program. And going by the current schedule, none of the state branches have any activity going or running. As for status of the members, the YSN members will have, actually, I don't know the actual number, but for my state, we have active 6 YSN members. Is there anything I can give you on? All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, National Communication Officer, for your report. For your report from your zone. So we go to the next zone, which is North Central. I guess the zonal chair is here with us, so he will give us a report from the zone.
Okay. For the North Central Zone, so far we have just a few states that YSN is active in. And for activities in the state, no current activity has taken place except for 2 states, which is Benue State and Niger State. Benue actually, no activity, but election had to take place, and interim members were being set up, interim leaders were being elected, and this had to be an online process, which wasn't official. And with the help of the DNC, myself, and a few of the members that we were able to get in touch with, we were able to set up these interim leaders, of which we have the deputy chair present with us here. And for Niger State, we did not appoint the chairperson for Niger because she was being appointed a position before our inauguration. So it wasn't during our tenure that that was done. But I was able to get in touch with her, and I've been updating these 2 states on the activities of YSN. But for other states in the North Central Zone, no activity is being recorded yet. Thank you. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. For Abuja FCT, I'm sorry for skipping you. I know I've been in touch with your state chair, but I don't have detailed information on your activities. But I believe we have a representative from FCT who can give us that report. Janet.
YSN. It's good we are letting this gradually get here. Okay, Agagi Besh Jane is the Publicity Secretary for YSN FCT. I'm humbly representing our chairperson, Surveyor Zuebo Uju, who is unavoidably absent from this meeting. So, the update from YSN FCT. Earlier this year, we hosted a Python training, which was successful. A 3 weeks program, actually. It was online. And apart from that, we also had a celebration, this current GIS celebration. The YSN FCT had a booth where we display our street guard maps, route surveys, and then the course of our drone training, which was carried out earlier this year. Apart from that, we also partaking fully in the activities and the affairs of the institution of our state branch. So YSN FCT are involved in the current AGM planning. Last year we were fully involved in it and we held offices, the publicity, media, ushering. So our chair asked me to advise the young surveyors present at this conference that if they turn up at our various state branches, that's for YSN program, in order for us to grow as YSN, we should key into our institution, the mother body, which is the NIS. If every YSN state branch will key into their state branch NIS meetings, volunteer to do things, your state branch mark your presence in the branch. It will help other YSN members to show up. If we keep complaining of no turn up, I think she said I should inform the house that the brighter way to come out is to attach ourselves to our state branch. That's the NIS mother body. If we do that, YSN members who are not part of you will see your effect in the state branch and want to associate yourself with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janet, for FCT report from your end. We'll go straight to the next zone, which is Northwest. Do we have the zonal chair of Northwest? Is he present? Northwest zonal chair. Do we have any ESCO, any state under the Northwest? Kano, Kaduna, Katsina. Do we have any ESCO? Okay. Let me talk from my state, which is Kaduna. By the special grace of God, we've been having series of meetings and collaborations with regards to looking for an avenue to support YSN members in terms of sensitization and workshops. Myself and the ESCOs, we visited a series of stakeholders in the state to see how they can support us in any way. The last visit we had with the councillor to the governor of Kaduna State on land matters, he assured us that God's willing, very soon he's going to support us in the best he can so that members will be empowered, on how to grow in their field of expertise and also the built environment. So that's the report from Kaduna State for now. Maybe if the state chair is around, he can give us another report from his end. Okay, my senior colleague, okay. So we have a state.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my chairman. My name is Zulekha Ishaq, and I'm from Kaduna State, student from Kaduna Federal Polytechnic. What I was confused of is, I think the zonal chair needs to have a group, like a WhatsApp group that represents the zonal chair, like Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, as you said. Because most of us here doesn't know our zonal chair. Yeah? You said? Yes. I don't know how that means our zonal chair, not until I attend the HUI. So I think the best thing is each zonal chairman, please, let's have a group so that we can collaborate more and know each other. Please, people should work on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zulekha, for your observation. Any other observation from any state? Okay, please, Yakubu, you could introduce yourself and tell us. The media is only one mic.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Audia from Kaduna. I just have a few observations as regards to the minute. So, Audia from Kaduna. I just have few observations as regards to the minute. I don't know whether this Congress is the first Congress ever by the YSL, because I didn't hear anything about the last minute, what happened in the previous Congress. Then I didn't hear anything about that. And I didn't see any agenda as regards to the Congress that we are holding now. So, and another suggestion as regards to the report, I think we are all professionals here. I want us to make it more professional. So it shouldn't be, I'm not saying that most of the report being presented by the Zoom are just mere assumptions, but I want us to make it more professional in the sense that let's put it in writing, please. So that the national executive or the secretary, we can document this and we can reference it at any point in time. So that even people that are not here, maybe we can make it in such a way that the zone can send their report maybe a week before even the Congress, so that the national executives can go through the report and look at some loopholes in all these zones so that they can ask questions, so that we can see what is happening and we can make it available to everyone so that we can see what is happening. In fact, even with pictorial evidence, like in Kaduna, one of the things we did, we visited, there is a program we did in Kaduna, Catch Them Young. We visited secondary schools. I think we visited secondary school, we presented books, we did sensitization as regard to the profession surveying. I think these are some of the progresses that we have in Kaduna, and if we present it in our report in pictorial form, as in, let's make it arrange, let's arrange it so that we can have reference and we can see the progress of YSN also. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your observation and contribution, Yakubu Audu. I think in regards to the last minute for the HOI, the Secretary, National Secretary, Sylvia Samuel, who is in a better position to give us a clear idea about that. Sylvia Samuel, please.
Thank you, the National Chair, for the opportunity. It is of importance that at the beginning of every Congress, that we have the minutes of the past Congress. However, the last Congress that we had, the past National Secretary was not in attendance. That is the person of Sergio Adamo Bala, who was not in the country at that time. And that actually got me thinking that if we have not gotten to the position where we need to start thinking of an Assistant General Secretary, because it's more becoming a norm that at some meetings, if the National Secretary is not around, there will not be anyone in place to take the minutes of the meeting. So, due to this, I was inaugurated as the National Secretary at the last Congress. So, there is no way I can have a minute of that Congress. But as you can see, the next Congress we'll be having, if there is no minute, then all fingers point down to me. So that is just the reason we are not having a minute for the last Congress. Thank you. Then, I also want to react to your last observation. We request for reports from all the zones, and it is normal for them to give us pictorial reports. Part of the things we want to discuss in this Congress is the fact that most of these donor shares, they are being lazy about this thing. I sent it to the group. I don't know if the executive noticed that. I sent it to the group periodically when we are having our NIS council meeting, that submit your report for the past 3 months so that we can have a filed-up report to present at the NIS council. Send reminders upon reminders. The funny thing is, even my own zone that has a group, personally, I send same things to that same group and nothing. The funny thing is, the last day when the NC staff disturbed me, we fight a lot about this thing because he said I send this report at the time minute. I have to go as far as the national platform to start seeing what we have posted one after the other and start making my report from there, which is not okay, right? So these are part of the things we need to discuss. Just like the DNC has said, any zone that is not functioning well, we should sanction. That is the major reason we are not having a filed report. I can tell you this, even if I had requested for a report from the donor shares for this Congress, which is not ideal in the first place, till now, I might not even have just one report from them. That is what we are facing right now. And that is what, even if we have a report, it is not meant to be presented in the Congress of the NIS Council. Thank you.
Thank you, National Secretary. I think Samson Okobo has something to say.
Thank you very much. I will start with Kaduna YSN. Kaduna YSN have been up and doing, and they meet every month. And one good thing about their meeting is that they meet on the day. NIS meet by 3 p.m. every last Thursday of the month, and YSN come 1:30 p.m. So immediately after their meeting, get what I'm saying. It's a commendation I'm giving, is not an excuse. And that is the way to go. For all states, YSN, you're supposed to collaborate with the mother body, NIS. So what I'm saying is I'm complimenting, I'm advocating that we should copy Kaduna, that Kaduna meets 1:30 p.m. on that Thursday. Immediately after the YSN meeting, they entered the NIS meeting. So that is how it should be. Now, the basic thing that I discovered is that the zonal chairs are not doing their work. For YSN to progress, the zonal chairs are the ones to implement programs. You can't come here and tell us that the state are not functioning. It baffles me here for the North Central Zone to say he don't even know what Abuja is doing. Abuja is online. If there is a YSN in Nigeria today that is working hard, it's Abuja FCT branch. They are everywhere and they are doing their things. It's not in hidden. So for a zonal chair to come to the Congress and say you don't even know what Abuja is doing, then I'm surprised. So it shows that the zonal chairs are just collecting positions. You just want to be addressed zonal chair. The idea of YSN is that we would eventually take over. Now you can't take over abruptly. You must take over when you are fully equipped. And that is why we are learning this artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence is better than the best human you can think, because it's mimicking the humans. So we are supposed to take over
intelligently more than our fathers because we have people to learn. But we are nowhere to be found. So please, I want it as a point of duty that the zone should start doing something, and maybe the National Expo should give it at least maybe 3 months. If any zonal chair is not performing very well, and for you to get the performance is by calling the state chairs to know. Because you can't come here and say only 2 states are functioning in your zone. What are you doing? That is the essence we have zonal chair. You are supposed to go to those places. So please, it is disheartening. And if we continue this way, then we cannot take over. For us to take over properly, we must integrate ourselves and be part and parcel of YSN. For me, or for us in Kaduna, YSN is taking over. I told you I'm the council rep, and by the grace of God, very soon I'll complete my tenure and I'm going for the chair of the state. And that's how it should be. You understand? We have come a long way. This is a training ground for us, and we keep complaining and we are doing nothing to help our future. If the surveyors that are before us are not doing better, we are supposed to do better. You understand? There's job in this country, there's work for surveyors in this country, but we must articulate the issues. We must go to the place where we need to talk so that our voices will be heard, and we must be seen to do something. But most of us, regrettably, are not doing the right thing. So please, the take home from this Congress should be that the zonal chairs should sit down and articulate issues to their zones. For a branch to come here and say they don't even know their zonal chair, it's a slap on that zone. Then what are you zonal chair for? So please, let's sit up and do something for this YSN to grow and for the essence of YSN, so that it will not die in our hands. YSN will continue to grow, and YSN will continue to benefit us as members of YSN.
Thank you, Sophia Samson, for that encouragement and enriching advice to the young ones. That's why we are having this congress, It's open so that you air out your views from various states so that we get to know. We cannot be everywhere. So that's why we encourage you to air out your views. Okay. Don't worry, no.
Good day, everyone. I'm Abaka Sadiq by name. My thoughts goes to the zonal chairs from each state. Please, let's try to encourage all the students, because I think for each state or each school that are offering something as a course, each zonal chair to attend to the school or went down to the school to encourage the students there to attend the meetings. Because let's talk about Kaduna State, because let's appreciate some your Nicholas and our elders on here. They normally encourage the students to attend the meeting and to know more about the profession. Please, to all the zonal chairs, please go to the schools in each of your states, each levels, ask about the students, how they are being taught in the department, how are the practicals being taught in their department, encourage them to come to the meeting and know more about the profession. Please. Thank you very much.
The young one there, please can you come forward to give us a report from your end? Please, you tell us your name and your state, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abdulsalam Mahmoud Ahmed. I'm representing YSM Kwara State. So, actually, when the zonal chairs all state something about other states not partaking in the activities, I was really disappointed. Because me coming here, we were sponsored by our state's NIS. Yes. And we were supposed to come with my chairman, but something came up along the line. That's why he's not here. And I'm the secretary of my state branch. We have several seminars, even this GIS day stuff. We organized the GIS, went for awareness and did everything. But coming here and listening to what my zonal chair is saying is not really okay, serious, because I think there is this communication breach between the state branches and their zonal chairs, and that should be addressed, please. Because as the secretary, there was a time they said we should submit reports, and I have my evidence. I submitted the report of our state branch activities, because we organized drone training, we did everything with its application and everything. We even organized symposium for people who were preparing for their second exams. But coming here today, I was really surprised, because even our state branch, NIS, they were the one encouraging us. Because I can remember vividly, during some of your last tenure, he usually tell us to send reports. I think it's every quarter or so. And we always do that. But ever since this ESCO came in, I don't think I saw any circular about submitting reports or anything immediately after the AGM. Because I'm always updated about everything going on in YSM. That's why I complained about the platform, that there's degrees of communication, because as a secretary, I'm expected to be on that group. Yes, because the secretary is literally the person passing information to the states and taking records of everything going on in the states. But as the secretary, you can't have any say and pass information to your subordinates. So how do you expect us to progress? So I think, please, the the YSM national body should find a way to push in all these lapses. Thank you.
Thank you, the Secretary of YSM Kwara State. You said you've been sending reports throughout to this time, but not to me, right? Okay. Because I know vividly that the only one person who has been consistent in sending reports is the Abuja FCT chair. Yes, she is the only one who has been consistent in sending reports. You were not in the platform. I think we discussed this earlier. The thing is, we have a zonal share in every zones. We requested for the names of the secretary, for the names of the state chairs. How long do we need to push them to give us these names? So that you are not in the platform is not the fault of the national executives, not that of the NCO or even mine. The zonal share did not do the needful, because the zonal share is on this same platform. Automatically, everything happening in this platform, they have not been passing it down to the state shares. So how do we now say the national executive are doing this or are not doing the right thing? We are not blaming you in any way. We are functioning your state and we appreciate that so well, right? And I have advised that going forward, we have a group in which you exist in now, and we are changing the name of that group. And even with the permission of this Congress now, we can choose or deem it fit now with your approval that we interact directly with both the state chairs and zonal chairs if the zonal chairs fails to do the needful. So please, apologies if you not in any way had a direct connection with the National Executive in submitting your report. Going forward, the email address of YSN Nigeria will be given to you, which is ysnnigeria@gmail.com. You have that mail, send your report to the mail. When you see the notification on the WhatsApp platform, if that is convenient for you as well, send it, a well-detailed report, then we file it to the national, and it is there even in our archive. I can tell you, even till now, most of us did not have any handing over. Am I correct? Most of us did not have any handing over. We are trying to build from the scratch. Apologies if you have been offended in any way. Thank you.
For state chairs or secretaries that are not on the platform, I don't think it should take us another year. You are here. Give your names, your phone number, so that you'll be added directly to the platform.
Yes, simple as that. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. You have said a lot, and these reports have to be put in place as a recommendations. So, with what we have said so far, can we provide solutions? If our state chairs are not functioning, what are we to do about them? Then other issues that we have raised up, how are we going about them? So that is my own suggestion now.
Good day once again. I remain from state chair, anything you know. And I want to begin my statement here by thanking God for giving us the opportunity to gather from far and wide. And having said that, I want to appreciate the national executive. It's not really easy at this time of the day in our country with wonderful economy all over. And coming from distance, far and wide from this nation. And I want to commend the EXCO again for the wonderful observation. This topic we are having here right now, or at this particular HOI, I want to say it's a very timely one. And I'm giving kudos to the executive because it takes hard work to discover or to know what the need of the time is. And your effort to align us with the current trend in technology is quite appreciated. So keep it up. However, I have some concern. I want to